darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control. With your eyes open, see with your eyes closed. Drive into the sunset, leave it all on the road. 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 Remember the mall, still hear that call. Remember the mall, still hear that call. Remember the mall, still hear that call. Remember the mall. Catch me as I fall. I'm a bastard, heartless smile. Hear my laughter, love's on trial. I am broken, you are fire. Lies unspoken, heart's desire. Darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control. Are
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Macromancer coming at you. Today is Friday, December 6th, 2024, and of course that means it's time to get mining. Could be playing some Minecraft Bedrock Edition today, continuing to build up my base and my tram system. So without further ado, let's get into the game. Alright, so last time I determined this to be the stopping point for today. So let's go ahead and get this all finished up here so that we can actually get working on my tram system today. Alrighty. And then, as with last week, what we'll do is towards the end of today's stream, we'll mark off another spot where we'll start things off, or where we'll build towards an end for next week. Oops. Actually, this might have been where I had planned on ending last week. But last week I was having some stomach issues, some hurting gas, and just could not continue the stream. But I will try and set this up for next week before I end things. Oops. Broke the pattern, but that's okay. The pattern is not exactly critical. It's just something I like to keep going. Stupid fish getting in my way. Got some dolphins swimming around up there. Alrighty. Now, for those of you who may be new to the channel, basically what I'm doing here is I was inspired by the tram system between Stormwind and Ironforge in World of Warcraft to build a underwater tram system between my base and a nearby island. In the process of building that tram system, I found another island between my base and a village on a nearby island. In the process of building that tram system, which was just going to be just the one tunnel, I discovered several things. I discovered a ocean temple that I had to go around. I could have gone through it, but I decided to go around it and then build a stop right by it, so that I could get into it and clear all the water out of it, and then turn it into an underwater base. I also discovered another island with three different villages nearby that I decided to build another switching post underwater to get to. And then in doing some more exploring, recently, which is the purpose of this tunnel, I found several shipwrecks, another underwater temple, and another village. I think this tunnel is actually going towards the village that I found in the snowy region that is actually like under the snow, ice and snow. Foxy Phase 2000, welcome to the chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, because I wanted to be able to get to those areas quickly without having to do too much exploring. Thank you for the follow, Foxy Phase. I appreciate it. Because I wanted to get to those features that I had found quickly without having to, go by boat or explore explore over ground to get to them, I decided to build this underwater tram system, which is going to cut through the island that is between me and all those shipwrecks and additional ocean temples. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And so that's kind of the impetus of what I'm doing here. Now, I'm kind of OCD in a way that I want to have this built very specifically. That's why I have these exhaust towers that I built that allow me to get in and out of the tunnel quickly to continue to extend the tunnel without having to go all the way back to the very beginning of the tunnel to get in and out. It also looks cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I am going to extend this just a little bit further. Just because I like having a very specific setup when I do this. So there's usually 2. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to continue extending this. Because I am going to have to do one more round of extension here. Let's actually go ahead and take care of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. Let me just double check my math here. 1, 2, wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. It is as I suspected. Okay. Oh, no, we don't want it there. We want it here. Alrighty. Okay. Just had to go a little bit further than I originally thought to be able to accommodate the design choices that I made for this tram system. Alright. Well, now here we go. Putting in a new tower. Which is a meticulous thing because you want to make sure that there is going to be no water in the tower when you eventually open it up, because you don't want the tunnel to flood. Which is one thing that these towers also provide, is a way to purposefully flood the tunnel in sections in case of intruders. I'm not exactly sure how I plan on setting that up, but I do want to set it up in such a way that I can remotely activate some kind of self-destruct for the tunnel. going to be, yep. And yes, we want it to be on that side. Down, and then we keep clearing out the glass. And then we also want to make sure that we clear this out. Being very careful not to hit the sides because we don't want to accidentally flood the tunnel. And we clear out all this glass. I apologize for the loud noise of the glass breaking, but it's just an unfortunate byproduct of this process. All right. Also, the reason for all these redstone torches and powered rails is so that no matter how far away I am from the starting point of the tram system, it continues to function. All right. Then we go up. Open the hatch. Close the hatch. Drop back down. I'm thinking this might be a good spot. Okay. And then we just gotta clear this all out. Okay. Oh yeah, we also want to I just like having the sand as the backdrop or the floor of the tunnel. Easy peasy. And we just keep going until we get to our predetermined stopping point. And there we go. All right. I know it's a little dark, but that's because there's no light here. And I apologize for that, but there will eventually be light because those ocean lanterns are really convenient underwater light source. Stupid fish always getting in my way. All right. Perfect. And I am doing this in creative mode simply because to gather all the materials to build this tram system would eventually quadruple the length of time necessary to actually do the work. Okay. And I think once I get everything cleared out of the way, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. And then we're going to get started on the next leg of this tunnel system. And I love that sound. That bump bump. It just, oh, I love it. It's so rhythmic. getting into the rhythm. Oops. Yes, I know. I'm a person underwater where they're not supposed to be. I get it, Mr. Dolphin. You don't have to worry. I'm in creative mode. I can't drown. If I was in not creative mode, if I was in standard mode, I'd be a little concerned about how long I was down here, but I'm not in, or I'm in creative mode, so there is no drowning. Alrighty. It is kind of cool that the dolphins will come check on you if you're down here too long, even in creative mode. Right, so let's get set up to start expanding the tunnel. And I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. And when I come back, we'll have a few words from sponsors and then continue working on the tunnel. So, back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. All right, I'm back. And before we keep going, let's just run through some ads. Yay! Because we have some sponsors. First up, we have Dubby Energy. Now, when I say that I love Dubby Energy, I really, really mean it. I actually bought some Dubby from Amazon because I had Amazon gift card before I even took on Dubby as a sponsor. Because I wanted to try it. I wanted to make sure it was a good product, that it tasted good, that it actually does what it advertises. It's an energy drink. And I gotta say, it's awesome. The flavors are top notch. There's flavors that are better than others. There are flavors that are worse than others. But there isn't a single flavor that they carry that, aside from maybe Grandpa's Denture Water, I haven't actually tried that one. It's brand new. But there isn't a single flavor that Dubby carries that I haven't tried and that I haven't actually liked. There are some that I liked better than others. Today's drink of choice is Galaxy Grenade, and it is absolutely delicious. There are some flavors that work well as mixers in other drinks. Big energy tiers. Their blue raspberry flavor is amazing in unsweetened iced tea. Dub Sludge, it's kind of a caramel apple flavor, is really great in either unsweetened apple juice or in apple cider. You end up with a drink that tastes like a caramel apple, more so than just the Dub Sludge by itself. If you want to try it for yourself, you can head over to dubby.gg, use promo code MACRO1, that's MACRO1 at checkout, save 10% on your order, and help support the channel. The other sponsor I have, also in the line of, energy supplements, is Havoc Energy's Gamer Gummies. Now, these are a really nice strawberry flavored gummy in the shape of little teddy bears. Here, let me see if I can get close enough to the camera so that you can see that it's in the shape of a little gummy bear. And they are absolutely delicious. And again, I actually bought them before I took on Havoc Energy as a sponsor. Mostly because I love Christopher Titus, and all the sponsors he takes on, he actually uses their products sometimes for years before taking them on as a sponsor. So I just wanted to be, I want to be as thorough in my evaluation of products as he is, or as thorough as I can be. So I got a bottle of Gamer Gummies for myself a long time ago, and they're delicious. You can go to tryhavocenergy.com, use promo code MACRO10 at checkout, that's MACRO10 at checkout, and save 10% on your order. Again, help support the channel. And get yourself some great Gamer Gummies that really do give you that extra kick of energy you need to get through whatever task it is you're doing. Like in my case, my streams. Dubby helps me get going, and the couple of Gamer Gummies really help me not have to deal with any kind of midstream lag on my part. Actual physical lag, not computer lag. So again, w.gg, promo code macro1, tryhavocenergy.com, promo code macro10. I'll make sure to put those in the YouTube description when I post this, get this video posted up to YouTube. So, back to the game. Alrighty. Here we go. And if I don't actually get to it today, I will try and get everything set up off stream so that next week I can just get right to building the actual tunnel instead of having to spend time clearing out the terrain that's in the way. Because building the tunnel is way more intriguing than clearing out the terrain that's in the way. Not to mention the fact that it's easier to see because I'm working with these sea lanterns here. Sorry, there's a little bit of gunk on my controller that I'm trying to clear off. There we go. Sorry about that. Now I'm thinking I'm even going to try and see if I can get the system builder that built my computer to sponsor the stream. I don't want to name them just yet because I don't want to, give them any free advertising until I know for certain that they will consider it. But boy, that would be really cool is if I could get the system configurator that built my computer to sponsor the stream. It sucks that I had to finance this computer, but in the long run, it's better than the NZXT scam rental system. Because by the time I'm done paying for this computer, it's my computer, and I'll be able to do with it whatever I wish. I can upgrade it. I can sell it online, make a little money, get a better computer, whatever I wish. I mean, I've already upgraded it by adding another SSD to it so that I could put more games in. I mean, I already had, I think, a 1 terabyte SSD for the boot drive, which is nice, but there are some games that, when you take into consideration the size of the file size of the game, and the file size of the operating system, would have taken up the entire drive. And I want to make sure that this computer not only is able to hold all of my games, but is able to actually run them without any issues. Especially games as a service like World of Warcraft or Microsoft PC Game Pass, which I do subscribe to, just because there are games on Game Pass that would cost me 4 months of Game Pass to purchase. If I were to get all of the games, or actually pay for all of the games that I have available on Game Pass, it would literally cost me more than a year's worth of monthly subscription fees to be able to get. And and then anytime they add a new game, I would have to spend another 4 months of what I would pay in Game Pass subscription to purchase the new game. Whereas with Game Pass, I literally I have access to all of those games. All those games that I want to play that would cost me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to get, for about $170 a year total. And then when I'm done with the game, I can just uninstall it and move on to the next game. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I watched this whole video on how NZXT is scamming their customers with their rental service, and how it's not good and borderline illegal, and it's just nah. I mean, if you want to buy their components, go ahead. I would steer clear of their cases though, because again, I've seen reports that their cases can be fire hazards. But you know, as far as everything else, just buy. At the worst, finance your computer. At the worst, or at the best, outright buy it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you can find a company that has a legit rent-to-own system or rent-to-own service, you might consider it. It'll end up costing you more in the long run than just outright buying the components and building the computer yourself. But if it's a legit rent-to-own where you go through the contract and it says that after so many months of rental, you can pay a small fee to buy out the contract and own the computer, go for it. Just don't do it with NZXT, because apparently their contracts are shady as all get out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's go ahead and let me find the spot where the next tower is gonna be. At least mark it off. And we're gonna call it a day. Alright. So that's gonna do it for me today. I want to give a big shout out to Foxy Phase 2000 for swinging by and saying hi. I super appreciate it when you guys do that. It really, really makes it worth all this effort that I put into streaming for you guys and playing these games and finding games that are going to be entertaining to watch. So, I will be back on tomorrow at 5 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. GMT, playing some Star Wars The Old Republic, continuing my adventures with the dark side of the Force. So, until tomorrow at 5 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. GMT, peace out, stay frosty. I hope you guys have a great day.
This is how the story ends. I've read between the lines. Your pages are a mystery. Your words are undefined. You buried all your secrets there for one of us to find. You wrote them on the pages bare, between the covers bind.